Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make a foundation double crochet. Foundation chains are really great if you are going to be making you're going to be beginning your piece by chaining and then maybe DCing back down the chain, and you get frustrated by that original chain. So say this is how you normally do it. You do a chain and then you're DCing back down the chain, and after you do that, if you notice that whatever you're making, it would be better if this was stretchy along the length of the chain, which generally it's not. When you have a chain, it's not stretchy down here. It's much more stretchy up here, not so stretchy down here. So if that bothers you and you want to do something else, you can do a foundation chain, like a double crochet foundation, half DC foundation, whatever. But we're going to do a double crochet today. And what this is going to do is it's going to make that first row that you do in that stitch way more stretchy than if you did a chain. All right, so cha-ching. Here we go. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to, sorry, get back to the beginning. I'm going to chain 3. And you could chain 4. I'm going to chain 3 because I usually chain 2 for a double crochet myself. So that's the double crochet there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working into this stitch in my left hand, that first chain from the hook, or the third chain from the hook, the first chain that you made. And I'm going to start off kind of like a normal DC where I yarned over. So yarn over, and I'm going to insert my hook into that hole, so just like a normal DC that you would, I guess, do into that chain. But you'll see what we will do next is a little different after. So we're going to pull up a loop. That's normal, but instead of pulling through the next loop how we normally do, we're going to do it differently. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull through just 1 loop on the hook, not 2. All right, so that little piece here I like to hold on to because we're going to end up using this stitch here to stick our yarn into a little bit later. So I don't want to lose the size of that stitch. I'm using cotton, and cotton's not very stretchy, so I need that size to stay easy to stick my hook into. So now I'm going to finish my double crochet here. I have the 3 chains on my hook. I'm going to go ahead and pull through the first 2. So I yarned over and pull through just the first 2 loops on the hook. And then I'm going to yarn over and pull through the last 2 hooks on the hook, or 2 loops on the hook. And that is my first foundation double crochet. There's technically 2 double crochets in there, but that was the first like real foundation double crochet. Now it's hard to get the tensioning right, especially if you're using something like cotton when you are doing foundation double crochets. So just if you watch me here, you can see I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook now into, you can see there's that chain that we mentioned earlier we're going to be crocheting into. We're going to go underneath these 2, the yarn in the front here and the yarn that I've kind of held with my finger back here. I'm going to go under both of those like so, and then I'm going to pull up a loop. So that's like a normal DC if we were just to DC into that loop. But then we're going to pull up another loop just through this one, the first crochet loop on the hook. And this is why we want this to be kind of loose. We want to hold it a little loose here. You see I'm not keeping everything super tight. I'm holding it a little loose because I want to make sure I'm able to hold up those strands, because later I'm going to be yarning, I'm putting my hook into this strand of yarn and this strand of yarn. So I like to hold them with my finger a little bit as I pull my hook through just 1 loop. I'm just going to do 1 loop for now. And you can see this is where I'm gonna end up inserting my hook next time, is right inside here. So I hold it with my finger. I'm gonna finish my double crochet by pulling through 2 and then pulling through 2 again. Okay, so now because I did that a little loosely, I was able to still have a pretty good hole for my next foundation double crochet. So I'm gonna go ahead and yarn over, insert into, again, those 2 loops there that I kind of held, and pull up a loop. And I'm gonna pull up a loop again, and I'm gonna make sure that, again, that's kind of set for me to crochet into later when I do my next foundation double crochet. And then I'm gonna yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And that's what it looks like. I'll do a few more for you so you can watch. If you go through one, you can kind of find it on the back and go underneath the other one. It's kind of hard to get that trick right where you can have your loop good to insert your hook in the right spot. And you can kind of see there's this one here, and on the back, it's that top one there. And that makes a real nice hole for you if you, either side, if you crochet into either side later. I actually use these a lot in free form. You can crochet into that hole really nicely, or that hole on the top. It's such a nice, it's stretchy. How don't you know this yet if you don't know it already? Yeah, it took me a while to learn, so it's hard to get the tensioning right. If you do it too tight too, it will be like kind of like this, where it's tight on the one side, so you kind of have to make sure you pull a little loose. Again, I'll show you guys where to pull it loose at. So right when you insert your hook where you're supposed to here and pull up that first loop, pull it up a little loose, and then pull through that loop and keep that loop a little loose there, and then finish your double crochet. And that'll allow it to straighten out, and your foundation double crochet won't be wonky. It'll be more uniform. Well, thanks for coming along with me. You can do the same thing with half doubles and single crochets. I'll show really quick like what maybe a single crochet foundation chain would look like to finish the video, because we know that would be hard. So I'm going to just do yeah, I'll still do 2 chains for my single crochet, my first one. So I'll insert, I'm not gonna worry about my end, sorry. So I didn't yarn over at all. I don't know if you saw here, I'm gonna start over. So just inserted, pulled up, pull up another loop, and then pull up 2. Insert, pull up a loop, pull through both. Insert, pull up a loop, pull through both. And I guess you could use this for like a different like how to make a thicker strap or something if you didn't want to do like I-cord or something. This could be a different technique. It's a little stretchy, so now it's like a foundation single crochet, although it's not like it's a little different looking than a single crochet. It works. All right, thanks for coming along.